Welcome back to FF2M Asia coverage here at the GUI circuit in Macau. I am your FF2M commentator Joseph Willows, and we are this time here for the sprint race after what was an eventful feature race which featured quite a lot of carnage, quite a bit of overtaking as well, and also a new winner within the FF2M universe because we had Cristobal Alvarez take the victory in the feature race yesterday for STV Racing, and he'll be looking to see if he can make it 2 out of 2 today in the sprint race. Might be difficult with the reverse grid given that there aren't that many overtaking opportunities. Let me get my words out there. That could try and get Alvarez through the field. So we'll have to wait and see, of course. But of course, this is the first weekend of 6. You can see the calendar on your screen there, and it's looking hopefully to be another exciting season of the FF2M Major Series. As a reminder of the layout, the famous GUI circuit. I'm personally not a fan of the track, to be honest with you, because I personally think the narrowness of the track, I just think, what's the point in that narrowness? I get it's a challenge for the drivers, but do you really want to see a red flag every season whenever F3 go here? That's just my opinion. It's unpopular, I know, but that is my opinion. Anyway, for the sprint race, we're going to have 12 laps around here, so a short dash to the line, and here is the starting grid for the sprint race. So as you can see, it's a reverse from yesterday. Pascal Wehrlein starts on pole position with Rio Haryanto alongside him in second. Sergei Sirotkin lines up in third with Jaime Alguersuari in the Spaniel in fourth position. Starting in fifth is Sambo for OLM with Daniel Kvyat in sixth for Gutierrez. In 7th place, we have Pierre Gasly with yesterday's winner, Cristobal Alvarez, starting in 8th position. 9th on the grid is Artem Markilov with Oliver Rowland alongside him in 10th position. 11th on the grid goes to Mitch Evans in the Magnum Force with Gencho Chi, the first of the Willows, is in 12th. The Willows drivers having a tricky day yesterday, and they'll be looking to make amends today. Roy Nassani is in 13th with Roberto Meri in 14th position. Robin Frins is in 15th with Brendan Hartley alongside him in 16th position. 17th on the grid is Ma Ching-hua with Sean Galail alongside him in 18th position. 19th on the grid goes to Benjamin Pryor with Nobuharu Matsushita in 20th position. And on the back row of the grid, if we can get there, it is Esteban Ocon and Max Verstappen, two guys that crashed out yesterday. They'll be looking to make amends. We're now on the grid here. It's 11 laps rather than 12, so the graphics were wrong, but we have 5 lights on and it's 5 lights off here for the sprint race here at Macau, and it seems to be a very good start from Haryanto, it seems, as he's going side by side with Wehrlein heading the way down towards turn 1. Can Haryanto get the edge on Wehrlein going towards turn 2 now? And as they go side by side, Wehrlein looking like he's trying to keep the lead as they go around turn 2 on the track now, and then side by side they go. But Haryanto just has the edge, and Rio Haryanto takes the lead as they make their way towards the tricky turn 3. Now, this is where Max Verstappen crashed yesterday. See if there's going to be any cars. There's a lot of wheel bang going on there. More contact, and Rio Haryanto's been pushed off. So just like Rio Haryanto yesterday, not Rio Haryanto, Max Verstappen yesterday, he's been punted off and Haryanto is out. There's a car that spun off as well that's causing a bit of a traffic jam. I can't quite tell who that is that spun, but someone is spun off. But it's now left Sam Bird now in the lead of the race. Bird has taken advantage of all the carnage that is happening. He's leading the race ahead of Wehrlein, who's keeping in touching distance, and then a little bit further back we have Artem Markov, and it's Cristobal Alvarez that's gone for a spin. So yesterday's winner, Cristobal Alvarez, has spun around. So a disaster for yesterday's feature race winner. So it looks like we will have a different winner here today at Macau, as now they make their way through the long swooping left-hander on the racetrack now. Then is now Bird starting to stamp his authority a little bit, getting away a little bit from Pascal Wehrlein. Through the hairpin we go through this final sector of the racetrack. There's your top 8 at the moment. Bird leading, Wehrlein second, Markilov in third, with fellow compatriot Sirotkin in fourth, and then fellow compatriot Danny Kvyat in fifth, with Alguersuari in sixth, Rowland in seventh, and Nassani completing the top 8. But of course, only the top 6 get points in the sprint race. So Alguersuari is the last driver at the moment in the points, as now Bird makes his way towards the final corner, as he will now make his way onto the pit straight, and he will start the next lap, an early fastest lap as well. Of course it would be, because it is only just ended on lap 1. So Bird now comfortably leading the race at the moment ahead of Wehrlein, up to 2 seconds at the end of the first lap there. So already Bird looking to try and get victory here if he can now then, as he makes his way up towards the tricky turn 3 complex. Of course, this Macau doesn't have any scenery, but the Macau that does have scenery that has been that has currently been made has now been released, so you could expect that to come in FF3M and FF4M, and then hopefully next season with FF2M Asia. But we're going to take a look at the start then from the perspective of Sam Bird, who started all the way down in 5th, let's not forget, and let's take a look at what happened at the start. So it was kind of similar to what happened yesterday. So as you can see, Bird getting a jump there on Algushwari, getting alongside him there as he made his way through. He also tried to take was it Sorokin? I'm not quite sure who that was, but he also picked his way through on Kvyat as well. I think it was actually Kvyat he was trying to get by, but he was trying to make his way up into 3rd there, but kind of got blocked off a little bit. As you can see, just in fun, the side-by-side action between Haryanto and Verline. Now, I believe that Sorokin and Verline actually made a little bit of contact here. As you can see, Bird on the inside there, getting a little bit later on the brakes, just about avoiding Haryanto, and just about avoiding the wall there, and a perfect start from 5th on the grid for Sam Bird to get himself up into the lead of the race. And here is a replay from Haryanto. Yeah, basically just the same as yesterday with Max Verstappen. You can just see, gets a tap from the rear and then bangs it into the wall. And you can see just on the right there, Alvarez going around in a spin and causing a massive traffic jam through that middle bit. We can just see from the rear now of Haryanto, we can see how it happened really. So you can see Verline getting a little bit of a tap there, and then it didn't really, the tap between him and Sorokin didn't really caused the collision with Haryanto. More like Verline was a little bit too eager on the brakes, and that also in a way kind of cost him the lead between himself and Bird. But I think Bird as well was also going to get late on the brakes, and he was also going to take that position anyway. Meantime, we'll look at Esteban Ocon now. He's trying to make his way up through the field. He's towards the back of the pack, remember, because he had a crash yesterday, but he makes his way around the outside, around turn 2 there, and he gets himself up into 18th position, unless the guy behind him is trying to get back at him, the one with the green cars. He's going to try and fend him off into the corner. Careful, boys. It's one of the AJs, and thankfully no carnage there, so he makes his way up into 18th. Meantime, his teammate Gencho Chi now looking to try and get himself into 9th. He's chasing down the other AJ car as he now tries to get on alongside the other AJ cars that go side by side through the right hand there, but it looks like that AJ car there, not sure which AJ car that is, just closing the door there on Gencho Chi, but Chi now trying to get him into turn 3. Be careful here, boys, it is very narrow here. Chi trying to get on the inside and can't quite get the move stick, so they're all going to remain single file at this present moment as they make the way up the hill now. Then now we look back at Chi now, then on the back of this AJ car yet again as they make their way through the left-hander. Now they're making their way towards the right-hander. I will get used to the driver names eventually, guys, so don't worry. It is early days yet, but now Chi again trying to have a look, but again the same consequences as last time. Just the door shutting there. Chi again trying to have a look to the inside into turn 3, but I don't think he's going to quite do it again because he doesn't seem to have the overlap on the guy in front, so he's just going to remain behind him for the present moment. We skip all the way now to lap 7. He's been stuck behind this AJ car for a very long time, but it looks like he's got a good run coming out of that final corner. He's now going to try and get him into turn 1 again, though. The AJ car shutting the door coming out of that first corner now, then as they make their way towards turn 2. Again, Chi looking to the inside. Is he going to make it work this time? By, and again the AJ car shutting the door on him there now, then as they make their way side by side now, then towards turn 3. The AJ car again trying to shut the door. Be careful, boys, it's going to get tight as they make their way towards turn 3. Oh, that was so close, but Chi finally makes his way through and he's up into 9th position. Meantime, Bird has got a healthy 9-second lead. Now, Chi now on the back of Roy Nissany now, then trying to get 8th position. Of course, this is not for the points, it's just basically for pride. Chi trying to look to the left, tried to fake it to the right, didn't quite work out, so now he's going to try and see if he can make the move into turn 3 just like he did on the AJ car on the lap before now then, as Nissany defending, and also close to contact, but Chi gets his way through there, so a fantastic move from Gencho Chi. Up into 8th place he goes, but we're now onto the final lap of the race here, and we're looking at Sam Bird, who's got a healthy 11.3 second lead over Pascal Verline, who himself has got quite a healthy lead in front of Artem Markelov. Markelov hasn't even crossed the line yet until now. He's over 8 seconds behind Verline at this point in the race, but either way, it's been a fantastic race for Sam Bird. Started in 5th place and got an amazing start to get into the lead at turn number 3, and from that point on, he's just looked unstoppable. A very good start to the season for Sam Bird as he makes his way through the right-hander. Let's not forget as well, Bird was in FF1M with the now defunct Horizon team. Maybe we'll see Horizon again in the future, but he seemed to not get a drive in the main FF1M class, so he now finds himself here in FF2M Asia with a point to prove, it must be said, and so far he's making that point proved at this point in time, as long as he doesn't hit it in the wall on the final lap, that's for sure, as they now make their way through this right-hander and then up towards the next right-hander on the racetrack. I'm pretty sure they all have corner names, but I can't remember them off the top of my head. Getting close to the wall on the outside, but he's nearing the end now, as he'll make his way through this long sweeping left-hander before they make their way for the tight hairpin, which narrows out at the exit. Out of the corner he goes now, then making his way down towards the hairpin now then for the final time today. Around he goes now then, as you can see, narrows up on the exit as he now makes his way down the hill towards the final leg of the track now. Then down the hill he goes. Getting as close to the wall as possible. You can just about see Verline in the background also approaching that same hairpin. Round the second to last corner then goes Sam Bird as he'll now make his way towards the final corner for the final time. And he now approaches that final corner, and after an amazing and dominant performance, it is going to be Sam Bird who's going to take the sprint race win here at Macau. A fantastic effort for an LLM racing driver indeed. Sam Bird wins the sprint race here at the GUI Racing Circuit in Macau. A fantastic achievement. Here are your final results. Sam Bird taking the win from Pascal Verline in second, Artem Markelov in third, with Sergei Sirotkin in fourth, Daniel Kvyat in fifth, with Hami Al-Kashwawi completing the points in sixth position, with Roland in seventh, Chi in 8th, Nizani in 9th, and Marching War completing the top 10. Sam Bird also setting the fastest lap of the race over 154.101. So along with the 6 points that he'll get for the victory, he'll also get the bonus point for the fastest lap of the race. So 7 points going the way to Sam Bird here today. So the full whammy here today for the Englishmen. But here is the Drivers' Championship then after the race here at Macau. Cristobal Alvarez still leads the way after his victory yesterday in the feature race, but his gap is now cut to 2 points, with Sam Bird moving up to second thanks to his victory. Gasly is in third ahead of Daniel Kvyat, who's tied with him in fourth, Verline in fifth, Sirotkin in sixth position, followed by Hami Al-Kashwawi in 7th, Markelov in 8th, Haryanto in 9th, Roland in 10th, and Chi in 11th position, completing the first half. In the Teams Championship, STV Racing still lead, but it's been cut to 2 points ahead of OLM, with Spaniel a further 10 points behind in third, and then a further 2 behind are Magnum and Gigeras, and then it is GRM Junior, Shake and Bake, and Asia Pedersen, with AJ, Liquid Target, and Willows, the 3 teams still yet to score a point this season. So there you have it then. That has been it from the Macau circuit here at, Macau. I hope you guys have enjoyed the FF2M Asia coverage here. The next time we will see you for FF2M Asia, we'll be heading off to the Dubai Autodrome in Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. So look out for that. But until then, I've been Jose Willows, your commentator for FF2M, and we'll see you guys very, very soon. Take care.